All three of the Uncharted games for PS3 are being remastered.
Everything great about Halo Sandbox, all into one multiplayer.
Almost kind of no thought would sell.
I think when I bought it,
I thought
back
the
great.
biggest
Fasten your seatbelts.
Hey guys, Cast Geeks here. I'm Jake.
And I'm Jalon.
And today we're going to be running down our top tech rumors.
And up first we have the iPhone 7. Now this is a long-running rumor that the next iteration of the iPhone will not have a headphone jack. So this means that you'll have potentially Lightning headphones and or Bluetooth headphones. Your thoughts?
A lot of people will probably be, easy to jump to the conclusion, oh, this is a bad thing and I hate this, but I actually think it's a good thing.
I think so too, because headphones, I think the future of headphones is wireless, and this is just kind of, it's a drastic step, it's a line in the sand that the future is now.
Yeah, I agree with that, yeah. I mean, we eventually need to get rid of things like the floppy disk drive and other old things like the
optical drives as of late,
yeah. I mean, I think we need to push forward and go to, the future.
I agree. Our next rumor is another iPhone rumor. This isn't about the iPhone 7, but rather it's about a new 4-inch counterpart dubbed the iPhone SE. It's rumored to have the same processor as the iPhone 6 and iPhone 6s Plus, but will have a lack of 3D touch. Your thoughts on that, Jake?
I think Apple definitely needs something kind of in the more budget-friendly, area because they're kind of lacking. There's a lot of people that would probably like to have an iPhone but simply cannot afford one.
Yeah, and then also it kind of fills that gap of people that are not really on board with these larger phones.
Yeah.
You still have some people that have tiny hands that would rather have a phone of the 4-inch variety.
Yeah, and there's some people that just prefer it that way,
Sure.
for whatever reason. It doesn't matter. But I mean, I definitely think it's good that they're like, offering more variety and catering to those audiences.
Yep. Our next rumor is about another phone. This phone is the SurfacePhone. Now, this has kind of been a rumor that's been going on for a while now, but things have started to really heat up as Microsoft has bought the domain surfacephone.com. So this is leading people to believe that Microsoft could be ramping up production of a brand new Surface phone. What do you think about that, Jake?
Windows Phone's kind of been a thing for a while, and it's kind of just been, okay.
It's been a hobby, right?
Microsoft trying to make a phone,
Yeah.
With Windows Phone 10, it's still the same thing, okay, Microsoft, it's a little better than awful.
Yeah. So could the Surface Phone be Microsoft finally getting serious about its phone approach?
I think that they would try their best, but I think, no.
Right.
Microsoft has been rumored to have a Surface Phone for a long time. I mean, the fans have been wanting a Surface Phone for a really long time, and I think that, with the Lumia 950 and the Lumia 950 XL, Microsoft has really been lacking because those phones are just, they're garbage. I think.
Yeah, I agree.
They're plastic phones that they look like the cheap, like the budget Windows
throwaway phones, yeah.
So I think, if they can really make a phone that is made of magnesium, that really has that Surface design,
Sure.
name and quality, I think that would be a good thing.
If they can have some powerful hardware that will allow them to run a lot of these features from Windows 10, like being able to plug your phone into a monitor and run, full-scale applications on a monitor with a mouse and keyboard, then that would be something that would be desirable and something that's not offered by competitors on the market.
Yeah, and that's the thing that, that's really the only thing that Windows Phone has going for it right now, is Continuum. And, I mean, it's kind of like the HP Elite X3 that was just announced at Mobile World Congress recently. That phone is what people say, is what the Surface Phone should be. So, I mean, if the 950 XL isn't doing it for you, that's a good option.
So is this going to be Microsoft's first serious attempt into the phone world, or is this going to be another kind of hobby like it's been in the past?
I mean, Windows Phone has always been kind of a garbage OS, but I mean, the hardware has always been good, and I think if they make a Surface Phone, it's not going to be any different. The hardware is probably going to be really good, and the software is it's just for people, Windows fans out there. So I mean, if you're a Windows fan,
here's the phone for you.
Yeah.
All right, and piggybacking off of what you said about Windows 10 with Continuum, another feature that's rumored to be coming to Windows 10 are some interesting new features with Cortana, some of which include being able to, let's say you get an email and someone suggests that you have a meeting and you agree to it. Cortana will then automatically create a reminder for you of that meeting. It basically recognizes obligations and then reminds you of them later. What do you think about that, Jake?
I think that is really awesome. So, like, if you're just emailing someone and you make, a commitment to be somewhere,
Sure.
and it completely slips your mind, you could wake up one morning and Cortana's like, hey, today's the day.
Exactly. I think with personal assistants such as Google Now and Siri, I think the less you have to think about that personal assistant, and the more that they're just doing things for you, is the better, I think. And that just is a further step in the right direction.
Kind of, you know, I mean, Cortana needs to be a good unpaid intern, you know.
She does, yeah. Yeah. She needs to just do things for you without ever asking for anything in return.
Yeah.
Another functionality that's being added to Cortana is the ability to float over windows. This means that if you're typing a document and Cortana needs to remind you of something, she'll be able to float over that window and insert any information that you might need.
Yeah, I mean, it also seems like maybe Cortana might be there if you ever need any help. You know, she's always floating there. You can just click maybe if you don't know how to do something.
Right.
Or maybe if you, I don't know if they'll add this functionality, but maybe if you're like struggling with something, and Cortana might pick up on that, and
she could recognize that you're getting frustrated,
and offer some help.
Yeah, and shaking your monitor and about to topple it over. Yeah. She could come in. Hey, you need some help?
Hey, was you trying to, you know, keyboard shortcut for this is?
Yeah, or maybe you could say, Cortana, whenever I get 3/4 of the way through my paper, remind me to go, you know, eat or something. Or when I'm finished with my document, remind me to go eat or something.
That'd be.
So,
I mean, there's definitely like endless possibilities of, you know, what Cortana could do. So I'm really excited to see, like, you know, the future, what they do with it.
And our last rumor is one that's really been boiling and just kind of simmering and getting juicier and juicier as we get closer to Apple's March 2016 event. Now, this rumor started out as being an iPad Air 3. And some of the things that were rumored was that there might be the addition of a smart connector on that, as there were many case leaks showing that there was a cutout on those cases for a smart connector, such as that found in the iPad Pro. Now, things are really starting to evolve as of late, and now the same product that was once thought of as being the iPad Air 3 is now being dubbed as a 9.7-inch iPad Pro. This will be a smaller counterpart of the larger 12-inch iPad Pro, and it will come in at the same size as the iPad Air 3 at 9.7 inches. It will have a smart connector and be compatible with the Apple Pencil. So what are your thoughts about a 9.7-inch iPad Pro that allows you to use the Apple Pencil and smart keyboard?
I think that, you know, it's a good direction for the iPad Air if they, you know, make it kind of like a more pro device. I think, you know, students specifically, you know, will find a lot of good use out of taking notes, and artists would, you know, really like the added use of the pen to draw.
Plus, it has that smaller form factor.
It's more portable.
That people like about old iPads, older iPad models.
Yeah, like a lot of people aren't sold on like the 12.9-inch screen size, so it really brings like the good features of the pen and the keyboard down to a smaller, more compact size, and that's a good thing. And
yeah, it basically brings the features that people like about the Pro to the people that already like the standard size iPad.
You know, I mean, I kind of look at it in a way, kind of what Microsoft's doing with the Surface Pro 4 and then the Surface 3. The Surface Pro 4 offers, you know, a pen and keyboard touch, and you can get all those features for a much less price and a smaller form factor on the Surface 3.
Sure.
So that's kind of what I...
And, you know, at first I read, you know, smaller iPad Pro, what are they going to call it? I think you said, what are they going to call this thing, iPad Pro Mini? Yeah. But, you know, I think it does make sense when you think about it because, you know, Apple does have a 13-inch MacBook Pro and a 15-inch MacBook Pro. So, you know, it's not insane to assume that they could have, you know, a smaller Pro in a, you know, 9.7-inch form factor and then also a 12-inch form factor.
Yeah, you know, I mean... And I would definitely like to see them do that because, I mean, if I would have known that, I probably would have held off and, you know, bought a new iPad.
As opposed to the Air 2.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's definitely welcomed additions. I think it may help the kind of slowing tablet sales for the iPad. So, it's a good thing, and I'm really excited to see what Apple announces this year.
Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, we would really appreciate it if you'd like this video and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one.